In Tyler Heineman, and how about what he and his crew are doing? Last week they held the 4th annual Primetime Casino Classic. Fundraiser held in Santa Monica, traditionally hosted and attended by local athletes, all-star sports personalities. Team Primetime's mission is to provide intervention programs for at-risk children from low-income areas of Los Angeles, combining academics, athletics, leadership training, and the arts in order to prepare them for the future and reach full potential. Obviously a very worthy cause. That's why we bring in Tyler Heineman right now. Tyler, great to see you. Congrats on another successful event. What was the highlight this time around?
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. So I think the highlight in general was the fact that this was the first year we were able to be in person again after COVID. We did a virtual event last year, 2 years ago, and then we didn't do anything last year. So being able to be in person was really special. And then, you might be able to see that guy right there. Yamari is one of the athletes, and he sang some Elvis songs on the stage. So it was pretty awesome. And obviously we had a couple guys like Flaherty, Freed, and Giolito that showed up and supported. So all in all, it was a great event, and we did a great job. And I think we raised a lot of money for Team Primetime.
Tyler, man, we remember when you came on and you and your brother Scott talked about the idea, the vision for this 4 years ago. And now to see where you're at is really remarkable. What's the biggest change in the last 4 years that you've seen? Is it more players getting involved? Is it the casinos opening up? What's the biggest change in your mind?
Yeah, I think the community is kind of just rallying around a little bit, and this was a sold out event. It was the most that we've had. Poker was sold out, and I just think that more people are understanding that this is a worthy cause, and especially my friends that live in the area are showing up, and it's a pretty cool just event that people can just get together and just support something that's in the sports realm, and just kind of giving it more of a chance to reach other communities and other areas, so that we just get a little more well known.
So what was the driving force behind this? What made you guys want to make this the charity?
So my dad, a couple years ago, 4 years ago, kind of found, well, first of all, we were members of Team Primetime when we were kids. So it was kind of an after school program, and it was a summer program. So when I was a 10-year-old, I actually attended the summer camp. And but since then, they had kind of moved towards an after school program for at-risk youth. And they paired together with children with disabilities and created a league so that they could basically, it's a peer-to-peer model, so that they could play with each other and, compete in a league where they otherwise wouldn't be able to, because of, competition is getting so good in high school and middle school that these kids with disabilities aren't able to participate in sports like they would have in the past. And I've learned so many lessons in sports, like time management, teamwork, and all these things that they're able to learn now, because they're able to compete against each other and have a peer that is also a mentor from the at-risk youth.
Hey, before Admin jumps in and wraps this up, I got to ask you, you play with O'Neal. With the big old tall 6'7" shortstop. I'm so fascinated by him. From your catcher position, watching him play, he's got to be the biggest freak athlete in baseball. What are some of the things that you see? And just give me a story or a play or something that just you were like, couldn't believe it.
Yeah, well, O'Neal, first of all, he's an incredible player, and I think he's going to be real special to watch for years to come. But so I was actually on first base when he hit the hardest ball, the 122 point something. And I almost got thrown out at third base because it hit the top of the wall and then bounced right back to the right fielder. And he threw it into third base, and I had to slide in. Rebella made me slide in because I thought it honestly could have really seriously injured a person if it if it made it over the fence. But no, O'Neal's a great guy, and you know, I think he's going to be special.
Certainly does have all the talent in the world. One thought we had here as well, Tyler, I'm curious your take on, with the robot ump, so to speak, coming in the minor leagues, right? How is that going to impact? I mean, maybe that's going to happen eventually in the majors, but that takes away some of the strengths a catcher might have in terms of pitch framing and stuff like that. How much thought have you given to that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think it's obviously coming, and we saw in the fall league the robot umps and the challenge system. So I think they got some good feedback from that. So, you know, it's something that's part of the game probably, and you know, we just have to adjust as catchers when that time comes. But as far as right now, not much thought is being brought into it because it's still not in the major leagues. And so going into spring training, my thought process is trying to, I guess, be the exact same as I was last year and try and you know, steal as many strikes as I can and help the pitchers out.
Exactly. Use those skills while you can. And by the way, it's going to be great to see Andrew McCutchen back in the fold, too, in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it is.
One of the more beloved Pirates of the recent era. Tyler Heineman, obviously a great job with the charity, and good luck on the field, man. Thanks so much.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Good stuff there from Tyler Heineman. All right, we come back here on Hot Stove. We'll turn our attention over to Steve Phillips. Going to join Sierra Santos, fill in the scorecard with Stevie P as he'll break down some of those moves that are making a lot of noise right now. Maybe Chapman on the, hey, Harold will take a flyer.
Of course.